Hey, Side Guy Airsoft here. Yeah. Welcome to the first video for the YouTube channel. I'm just gonna be going over gear and stuff that I use on a day-to-day basis when playing Airsoft. Sorry about the light here. I'll go around. So this is gear that I either used to use or still use to this day as my year, about 2 years of experience playing Airsoft. Which, isn't a lot because, as you can tell, I kind of have cheaper gear and stuff, but it's enough to have some experience in what you need to know when starting your airsoft if you take this video as a guide at all. So let's go ahead and let's go into this real quick. So this, I think, is meant for a metal detector. That's another hobby that I do, but I went ahead, let me grab my pistol here. I've used it as a pistol holder when I didn't even have a vest. I just run a hoodie and run this paintball mask here, which I'll get into here in a second. So it would look something like this, except I didn't even use this Glock. I used a Springer pistol, which would even fit in this, but hey, I still had it anyways until I got this baby, which we'll get into her later. Alright, got that out of its case here. Put my gun back in its thing. Alright, so going to the mask here. This is a mask that I used to wear. I'll go ahead and put it on real quick and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Sorry if you guys can't hear me, it's probably a little muffled now, but this is the mask that I used to wear. I'd have like a Springer pistol, and until I got better gear. Kind of look a little stupid in this thing, not gonna lie. I haven't really. Anyways, so this is great. This is a paintball mask from 2007. I bought it on Craigslist for like $4, which is pretty good actually. And then I would also run a hat with it because my first day of airsoft, I got shot in the back of the head from a teammate with a sniper from like 20 feet away. As you can imagine, that probably pretty hurt if you've been shot by an airsoft sniper before. Those things are strong. So anyway, so I was bleeding in the back of my head. So the next time I went to airsoft, I was like, oh, I should probably bring something to wear, like a hat or something. Well, lucky for me, I have a work hat that I've had since 7th grade. So this hat works pretty nice. It blocks everything, and if I have a lot of hair where I can't wear my helmet, I'll wear a hat and my paintball mask. Just gonna like half put it on here. So as you can see, it really does block everything. And it is a great mask. So then once I went ahead and got my helmet, my vest, my iPro, and my face mask, which vest, helmet, face mask, iPro, right there. Oh, and I got these gloves too for a pretty nice price on Amazon. Probably should be getting your gear from Amazon. But these gloves have done me well for, a year and a half. Anyways, so these I think are like the Vulcan Gen 1s or something. They're kind of an older pair. The only thing, these things work great actually. I really love these pairs. The only thing that sucks is this thing right here would be under your ear, or I guess above your ear, and when you run, that rubs against your ear, and that hurts a lot after a while, after like 3 or 4 hours of playing airsoft. But other than that, they're a great pair. I'm sure if you tighten them a little bit more, that won't hurt as much, or you can figure out something. I taped the ends here. You probably don't have to do that. I did that because they kept falling off. This part here, that's because I went ahead and bought these used anyways. Actually, no, I bought these brand new out of the box, but they were used, if that makes sense. They were in the box, but they were still used. They've only been used like 3 times or something. Anyways, they were cheaper than everything. This face mask, I went ahead and got it with the helmet here. I also got this helmet from Amazon. So this also came. You don't normally want to buy your gear from Amazon, but like speed loaders and stuff, something that you're gonna lose on the field, and it's pretty expendable if you ask me. I would buy from Amazon. Everything there is like a little bit cheaper, but if you just kind of oh, I'm into airsoft and stuff, but I don't have the money to spend, either wait till a sale or something. I don't know if Evike has summer sales. But like Black Friday and stuff, wait for Evike. They would normally have pretty cheap gear that's cheaper um, than its normal price. But this is my face mesh. I've had two. So this broke off. So this kind of looked like that right here, but it broke off. So I had to use tape to keep it together, and then some paracord to tighten it up. But it works. It works well. I still use it every now and then. If you could see here, it's kind of hard to see, but right here in the middle, it's starting to rust, and right here too, which just happens from getting shot in the face and the paint coming off, and then the metal rusting from your saliva and your breath, and every now and then it'll rain where I play. We'll go ahead and get into the belts here. So if you're gonna want pants, which you normally do, at least playing outdoor airsoft, you're gonna want a belt. So this belt was like $3 from Walmart. It's a pretty good belt. I've had it for a while. The loops are normally supposed to be like this when you do it, but they flip up like that. So, oh well. Pretty good belt though. Then this was from my dad buys cigars, because he likes to smoke a cigar and stuff every now and then, and so he got this backpack from it, and this somewhat belt. It's like not a tourniquet, but something that's supposed to keep something together, kind of thing. I used it as a belt, and it works great. I've never had it accidentally come undone or anything of that sort, really. We're gonna go ahead and get into probably my helmet here. I think this is good. This is just a cheap helmet. Works pretty good actually. I use padding right here because I can't fit into it, and a little bit of padding back here. There's a tighten thing and a loosen thing. This is a pretty good helmet. I think this helmet with the face mesh, and it came with a pair of sunglasses with like $70. You're mostly just paying for the helmet here and shipping. I do have a patch back here. Prague endangered species. But yeah, good helmet. Gets shot a lot there. It makes a tink noise. So it doesn't blast out your eardrums. If you, I used to wear an actual army helmet, at least for like a Halloween costume deal, where the field that I go to, and I got shot in the head there, and it made a tink noise, and my ear was like numb for a while. If that makes sense. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. If you ever it's like busting an eardrum, but not like permanent type of deal. Not very good for your ears. But anyways, so these are the gloves that I use. These gloves I bought separately. They're a pretty good price. It was like $20. They've lasted me a long time, for like year and a half, 2 years. I got them when I was pretty new because I needed gloves. They're like combat gloves. The only thing that sucks is this pleather on here. It's like, I don't think it's real leather, at least. It's falling off, and on one of the gloves, the fingertips, I have a hole in it somewhere. But other than that, great pair, aeration, all that good stuff. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and sit down because I'm a little tired today. Speed loaders. I don't know if I've already talked about them or not. I've filmed this video like twice, and both corrupted through my phone for whatever reason. Don't know really what's happening there. But anyways, speed loaders. I'd get these cheap because there's a chance that you can lose them on the field. It happens all the time. You always hear, my speed loader got lost in the field, and then they'll find it and it's all been stepped on and cracked and stuff, at least in an outdoor field, which is normally the fields that I go to. So get your speed loaders cheap. These ones are pretty cheap. I've had them for a while, and they work really well. They hold quite a bit. I don't know if you could see this. 155, and then counting up here, I'd say about maybe 220, maybe 225. But yeah, they're super good. And they're always a blast to bring out because they fill up somewhat quickly when you're reloading your mag. Go ahead and talk about what BBs I use. So I normally use either 2 3s or 2 O's. With my rifle and my pistol, I use 2 3s. They're somewhat of a heavier BB, and they go a lot farther, and they don't move in the wind as much. But right now, the store only had 2 O's, and I really needed 2 O's. And they also didn't have 2 5s, and 3 O's are too heavy for, maybe not too heavy for my pistol, but I need a rifle. I need something with a lot more range than a Glock. So, went ahead and got myself a bag of 2 O's. They're working pretty great right now, at least. And should always get biodegradable BBs. They're more healthy on the environment and stuff, and yeah, and they break down a lot better, and so animals don't choke on them and stuff. At least that's my philosophy. You don't have to if you don't want to. If you have an indoor field, doesn't matter all that much. But outdoor fields, use biodegradable. Let's go ahead and talk about this gun. So this gun, very beautiful piece of work right here. For a $70 gun on Amazon, this was the first like major big airsoft gun I had, other than the what I was using before this was a Springer Colt 25. If you don't know, the gun is about like this big by like that big. Not very big gun, didn't go very far. It was a blast to use though. Got lit up a lot, but finally got my hands on a better gun. Fortunately, this is broke right now, so I cannot show you how it works. But I do have extra mags here. So what you would do is you'd shove the CO2 in here. There's a little valve on the top of there. And then you'd screw it in, blah, 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 fit it into your gun, load it with BBs. This thing worked great. I used to use 16s grain BBs on this. It shot fast, but not far, kind of deal. But now I use either 2 3s or 2 O's on it. That works really well for this gun. I have to buy a new one, so right here, bam. So the mag, I accidentally dropped it down a flight of stairs, and the mag got stuck in it. Luckily there's not a CO2 thing in this mag. There are BBs in it though, which kind of sucks, but oh well. This piece fell off, and then some more internal parts are broken in it. Safety doesn't work on it anymore. So that's what happens when you drop your a $70 airsoft gun down a flight of stairs. But anyways, gonna be buying a new one, and I might do a review on it. I might not, depending on what's going on. This is a Game Face GF something 76 or something like that. It is quite a good gun. I use it. It goes pretty far. The only thing that sucks about it is kind of slow, but this is a great starter gun. I have a foregrip on it, and the stock closed. I had to close the stock first and then put the foregrip on. It doesn't work with, you can't close the stock with this foregrip on. But that's fine anyways, because I didn't really even use the stock for my personal, how I played and stuff. It does use a pretty large battery, but that's fine. It goes into the receiver here, and then, or your dust cover, I guess. And then the charger comes with a charger, which is awesome. And it comes with I think this is a high cap mag, I believe. Go ahead and go like that. It fits in the BBs. Go ahead and see if I can show you here. Hold on. So it fits in like that, and then I can one-hand it or two-hand it, but I'm holding a phone right now, so kind of can't do that. But it's pretty good gun. Super fun to use. Next, let's go ahead and go on to my Glock, and then we'll go into the vest and my new very awesome pair. I'll be doing a review on these I think I'll do a new video a month. So do these next month, and then we'll go ahead and talk about my backpack. But this is the Glock 18C. A lot of bad reviews about this gun, but it seems like people were getting lemons, which is like kind of not as they advertise it, broken, already broken as soon as you open it. This gun works great for me, at least. My style of gameplay, which I'm more of a running gun type, but like defensive, if that makes sense. This is a great gun. I went ahead and bought. It comes with a extended mag, and the short mags, at least on this gun, don't work on it for like the Glock 17 mags. So I went ahead and bought myself another big mag. This is a 55 rounder. Works super well. This is Valken green gas. This can is empty. That one's like half empty. My experience, this gas is a lot better. This gas is made by the company that made the gun, which is Elite Force Glock, Elite Force gas. This is just green gas. It's not black gas. So this green gas, it feels a lot cheaper when you're shooting it, if that makes sense. It doesn't go as far, at least in my experience so far. But this is great. This is cheap. You can buy like 3 cans of it on Amazon for like, I don't know, $40, which isn't bad. But this is more expensive, but it is a lot nicer. It feels a lot nicer. Performs a lot smoother. That's the only thing that sucks about blowbacks. This is a blowback. Is you need to clean it out. I have not cleaned out my blowback yet. But I probably should. And I have the fade on it from CSGO, if you've noticed that. Let's go ahead and go to the vest here. So this is a whatever. It's the cheapest vest. As you can tell, I kind of go for cheapness, save money. I've got my patches here. This is a great vest. This has a lot of space. And there's a lot of air holes and a lot of stuff to keep you cold. It's not cold, but cool when you're running, because you get hot with a vest on. So this has a lot of ventilation, and you don't really get hot when you're wearing this. It does get a little heavy, though, because you have all of this spare stuff, and if you don't use it, that's kind of a waste, right? So, but anyways, next is the Gurkha backpack. This is a great backpack. It holds a lot of stuff, and I've got my trash in there from last time I went playing. But it holds quite a bit of stuff. If you can get yourself on get your hands on a military backpack, especially one for free that my dad got. He's got a full black one. I like this one a lot more though. It's got color. It kind of pops. Get yourself one of these. If you can, or just bring a backpack. Like the first time I went, I just brought, I had a school bag that I wasn't using from like 3 years ago, brought that, and that works fine for, first starting off. This is a mask. This is what I use for a face mesh. It's required on some fields. So I just use this bandana. I'm going to be getting a ghost one here soon. So who knows? I might go ahead and do like a gear loadout. Like, oh, look, I look so cool type of deal. And then so get into these. This video is kind of long. I'm sorry. But this is the Vulcan Zulu thermal lens. So you can either have these as like the glasses, like my last pair down on the floor over there, or you can have them as goggles. These are great. These are also sunglasses, and they don't fog. These are badass. But you can see my review next month, or whenever I decide to post it. Don't really have a schedule yet. Not until I get some gameplay at least. But yeah, so that's my gear. Great starting out gear. Get your hands, just kind of search on Amazon and Evike for, really should be using Amazon for guns, but for gear and stuff, it's pretty decent. I'd say, my face mesh didn't last me, all that much, but, my helmet, and those gloves are still working pretty fine. So yeah, look out for the review for these guys next month, and go ahead and say what I say on my main channel. Always be number one. I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you guys later.